Hi friends, it's Christian. I am finally sharing with you my Christmas 2024 Decorate With Me video. In this one, I believe it's going to be just part one. I'm going to be showing you my entryway and how all of that turned out. And I'm kind of going to be showing you like a little vlog type thing of how I prepared everything to get to this point as I pulled everything out of my garage. So I hope that you enjoy and stick around and let me know what you think. Alright, good morning. Well, good afternoon, I believe. I finished my last video by showing you guys all the trees that I pulled out that I wanted to use to prep for Christmas and all of that. And now I'm going to begin this video by showing you the few things that I did off camera just because I thought it would be boring to record. But I am going to end up using 9 trees, I believe. And this is what we've got going on so far. So the first tree is this colored tree. I had to fluff it and I strung the lights on it. It was mine and Robbie's very first tree when we got married. And it's actually still going strong after 12 years, so that was definitely a good investment. It was like from Walmart and it's like 6 feet tall, but I love it and I'm going to use it as long as possible because it's special to me. So I've got that one up and I put the lights on it. And all right, we're just going to get real here for a second because this is really messy. But here is 2 of the 3 new ones that I ordered. Let me back up here. So I'm thinking I'm going to end up doing like a frosty happy forest over here. I have another flock twin coming and they're different sizes, and I think I'm going to put this one right here on the right on like a box or something to give it a little bit more height, because I'm going to have like a 7 foot, this is like 5 and this is like 4, I think. So that's what we're going to do here. I have like a little frosty forest of 3 different trees. And then I was going to show you. So I took apart my couch here. I still have these 3 because I originally wanted to have my big tree right here, but my husband really likes having the couch right there. Okay, there we go. Back up. So my husband really likes having the couch right here, just long enough to like lay down on or whatever. So we're not going to do that this year like I had planned. So I'm going to keep that there. I took off the one that I had here and I'm going to put it here. I'm thinking with this and then combine it somehow. I'm not exactly sure where. But, so those 3, these 2, frosty forest. I'm going to probably make these all just white lights. And then, of course, this is going to be my colored lights. And I'm going to do some colored garland around the banister. So there's that. And then as far as over here, I have pulled out these trees and I fluffed both of them. They're already pre-lit. Yeah, these are pre-lit too, by the way. So these are pre-lit, working on extension cords, and then the only thing I have not gotten out and fluffed so far is this big tree right here, my big 9-foot one. So it is gonna go here this year. Since it's not gonna go over here, I'm not breaking down the couch. And I did take off this little cube here and put that over there. So that's how we're gonna make it fit here. And the babies, Toby didn't even move. He looked up at me wondering why I was like taking apart the couch next to him, but he didn't even move. So he's still good. We're good here. But that is how this whole area, that's my vision. So we're gonna wait for that last tree to come in. We're gonna start building this big 9-foot tree and decide how we're gonna do the couches in here. And then lastly, I have this pink tree right here that I'm gonna put in my office. I really wanna clean it up before I really show it to you. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna have decor in there. I'm just gonna have this one tree because I want to do the pink thing, but it's not gonna match with the rest of my decorations. So I'm just gonna put it over here in my office, but we're gonna do that. And then I know this is like chaotic, but it is what it is. Then I put my white tree right here. which last year I had my colored tree here, but I moved my white tree in here, so I think we're gonna redo the whole gold and silver thing that I did on it last year in here because it'll match really well with the wine colored curtain toppers in that chair, which I just moved back in here. So that is where we're at to get started for where I'm gonna actually record for you guys. So white tree, pink tree. I'm gonna have the 3 little frosted flocked trees, a colored tree, those 2 shaping the mantle, and then my big tree here. And I am really excited to see how this is all going to turn out because my vision in my head is going to be really, really pretty. But anyways, I wanted to share with y'all kind of what I did off camera before I'm going to start this next video to kind of fluff out my trees and put lights on the few that needed it and move my couch around because I didn't think that would be interesting for anybody to want to see. But this is how it's going to be laid out for this Christmas 2024. And now let's get started with actually decorating everything. Okay, we now have our big tree finally done. It's a little crooked, I'm going to have to get under there and adjust it, but it is done, it is beautiful, it is pre-lit, just like those 2. And just like those 2. And then this one I had to put the lights on myself. This is pre-lit and I made sure it works. I'm gonna get that on here in just a little bit. And then of course we have our white tree, which is pre-lit. Please excuse my mess. Got these boxes I've got to get back outside. And we have my pink tree, which is the only one that's not completely done. I ordered some more lights because these are just not enough. So I'm gonna get that restrung. And then my 3rd little flocked tree is also pre-lit and it's coming in the mail soon. And we're gonna have it over here and we're gonna be done. I'm so excited. All 9 beautiful trees. Can't wait to share them with y'all. Okay, so here we are to get started. I just got out of the shower and I am about to start unpacking everything to get decorating for Christmas. So once I got all the garland on the staircase, I wanted to turn on all my lights just to see how pretty it is as I start pulling out all the rest of my decor boxes for what I want to use for this tree. I kind of keep all my tree decor in 2 or 3 separate boxes away from the rest of my decor for my house so that I have a bit more easier access as to where my ornaments are and my like garlands and beads and all those sorts of things that I wrap around my trees. So I started pulling everything out of those boxes, figuring out what I was going to use on this tree, and then kind of placing everything around the living room and trying to decide what I'm going to put on what tree this year. I don't usually change up this one too much. It's usually just some simple beads and mainly just my fun little collection of ornaments that I've gotten over the years from different places and different little sentimental things like that I'm going to share some of them here with you in just a little bit. So this tree usually stays pretty simple for the most part with the decorations that I put on it. This Santa hat is really special to me because it is one that my parents used to put out every year when I was a kid, and it's the one that they would say Santa actually left it there one year. When I was really, really little, they said that he must have left his hat there, so we would put it out for him the next year to give it back to him. And then the next year, I remember he left a note saying it's okay, I could keep it, because he got another one over the year. He had gotten another one since he left it. So I thought that was really sweet. It's just one of those memories that are burned into my head. So this hat is very special to me, and I love being able to display it on this tree every year so that I can kind of look at it and think about my parents and how much fun they made Christmas for me and all the things that they did for me over the years. You'll see here that I'm sharing with you the little Grinch. I don't know what that's called, like the wooden thing that I'm gonna put in the tree later. I got that in Mentone this year with my friend, so I thought it'd be a perfect little addition to this tree, kind of up front saying Merry Christmas. And I also have my Alice in Wonderland ornament that I got in Mentone as well up there at the top. And I'm also pulling out a couple of different little handmade things from my grandmother. I just love all these ornaments on here. It's one of the happiest times of my year, is to pull out these things and put them on the tree and just reminisce about all my memories from times past and family. These ornaments are so precious to me, and I look forward to it every year. And there's Toby. Say hi to Toby in the comments. Give him a like. Let him know that you're here. He loves decorating with his mama. He likes just sitting by me and watching me do everything and helping me, sort of. And of course, I can't not have my pink and green Power Rangers because I absolutely just loved them when I was little. And I found these ornaments on, I want to say Mercari a couple of years ago. So I thought that those would be cute to add to the tree. And I've got a little crystal from my mother-in-law that I think was part of a chandelier from Robbie's great-grandmother's house that is now a cute little angel, so that's really adorable. And then I've got my baby buddy's first Christmas paw prints that I'm showing you guys. I can't not put these out every year. I think I made a couple. That way, if some break, I still have several of them. So I usually put those out every year as well. And of course, I've got mine and Robbie's first Christmas, 2012. I've got to put that ornament on here. It's very special to me. And here, I wanted to show y'all this fun little back end, the back end and the legs and feet of the Grinch. I got this on Amazon maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And I just thought it was adorable just to shove him into the tree like he's up to no good, you know, like he's about to steal a present or something like he does in the movie. So I thought that was cute, and I love having him in here, especially in this part of the house, because I can actually put his foot up against that little credenza, so it worked out really well to keep him stable. How cute is this little nostalgic special tree to me? I just love it. It's probably my favorite just because of all the feelings that I have that are attached to it. But I wanted to give you a quick little tour of that before we move along to another area to start decorating. So for the staircase, I've got several of these red bows that you guys see me put around the house, so I thought it would be fun to put a couple on the stairs in addition to what I usually do on the doors. And it turned out really cute, and I think the colors came together really well with the bows and the red hat on the tree. Okay, so I just went into the garage and pulled out all of my Christmas stuff. There's that Rudolph box. I can't wait to see how he looks next to the penguin. So I have like this garland, pine cone, forest like stuff. So I thought I would kind of group that together. I think that's everything that I brought in here. Let's see, and my 2 wreaths that I've had from the previous year. Hey buddy. Let's see, some taller things that I had up at the top of the garage on a shelf. And then here are my boxes. And I think that's pretty much it. I felt like I had more, but then again, I've already brought all this stuff in here. So we have got 2 boxes of just Christmas tree decor. And then all these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them are just Christmas home stuff. So we are going to start unpacking and figuring out, yes, somebody threw up. So I'm gonna have to clean that up. Did you do it? Maybe. Okay, anyways, I have everything in here. So we are going to get started unpacking, and I will take you along with me as I actually start to decorate. Okay, what are y'all doing? You gonna check it out? You wanna know what all this stuff is on your couch? Don't you worry, I'll open it soon enough for you to see all of it. So I also wanted to give y'all a quick little update. I had mentioned wanting to get one of these little gingerbread houses. And here is this one. I'm so happy I found it. It was actually from Beals, I think is what it's called. It's got a light. I don't know if you can see it, but we'll have to put some batteries in it. I can't wait. It's going to be adorable. But I was so happy that I found this one because they're also pretty, but I want to stick to the traditional decor, and I like the red, white, and green, and it took me forever to find one like that. So I was happy that I found this, but I am going to put that out with my little gingerbread village, and I can't wait to see how it's all going to look. Last but not least, I wanted to show you how this little house turned out that I made. I had a lot of fun with the puff paint, just trying to make it look like a actual gingerbread house. So I think it turned out super cute, and I believe I did show it to you in my last video, but it wasn't done yet, so I thought I would share that with you as well. Definitely give it a shot if you want to do a quick little craft and have something to display, because I really enjoyed it. Finally, this I just saw last minute, and I've got to try to do it. I have seen I don't know where I saw it. It's probably originally on TikTok, but someone was making a gingerbread house for their cats out of cardboard boxes, and so I had to get this. I'm gonna try it. I just got some really cheap paint from the Dollar Tree. Red, white, and green, and I'm gonna kind of cut this up and put it in the shape of a gingerbread house, and maybe put a pillow inside of it for the babies to see how they like it. So stay tuned for that. I just thought it was adorable. I couldn't not try it with all these boxes I have lying around from Amazon. Okay, so moving along to the table over here, I was kind of envisioning this little gingerbread village. And I was like so happy to get these 3 different sized candy cane trees. So I've been looking forward to putting these out for like 2 months. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but I've just been really looking forward to doing this little table because I kind of had in my mind what I wanted to do with the candy cane trees, and then the gingerbread house that I made, and then the one that I bought, and just all the things. I can't wait to show y'all how it turns out. You'll see how I kind of maneuver a few things around and switch it out, which is just part of my process. And I think it's fun to kind of share that with y'all, just to let you see like how I decide to layer things and how one thing may not look good to me, so I want to move it around or whatever. But you'll see here me just switching things out and trying to decide what looks best. I decided to go with the white cloth under it because I felt like the brown was just too much for like the gingerbread man and then the house and everything. So the white gave it a little bit more of a contrast. So that's why I went ahead and just put that on there and pulled everything off and changed it up a little bit, because I think it looks a little bit better to have that white backdrop to work with. And then you'll see I kind of put the little holly berry plant in there because I felt like it needed a little something in the back to have a little bit more height. And of course the cats, you gotta have cats, right? So I think it turned out pretty cute here with the layering and all that, and it's not like too much stuff sitting around, but it's just enough, and it's not too cluttered, but I do have it full of decorations that I can just look at and enjoy. And you can see, like, I really wanted to use that Merry Christmas thing, and I couldn't figure out where to put it. So I ended up putting it on the next table. But, yeah, I love it. I love how fun it is. And I wanted to use it over here somewhere. So it ended up looking really cute over here on the smaller table because it is brown and it's white. And again, it had a good contrast. And this wreath I showed you guys last year, it was outside. My mom made it years ago and I've always put it up, and I thought it might be cute to put it in here this year. It's usually outside every year, but I wanted to put it in here next to this tree since it's kind of got a couple of different colors on it, and this is kind of my variation of color theme room. So I think it looked really good over there on that door. So finally, last thing over here in this area, I always bring out a couple of different boxes and tin cans that I've had saved up over the years. I don't really put actual presents under a lot of these trees, but it looks all bare and sad if you don't put something under it. So I tend to keep a few of these things and just reuse them every year, and it makes it look really nice. And nobody knows that the boxes are empty, really. And it just kind of makes it look a little bit more full and nice, and I think it looks really good. And it's pretty cheap too, because tree skirts can actually be fairly expensive. And lastly, I wanted to finish out this area with a couple of those bows that I already mentioned. These have some long tails on them, and I thought it would look nice to put them on our bedroom doors. I've never actually put bows over there before, but I thought it looked really pretty. So we're gonna go with it, and again, I think it matches really well with the bows that I have on the staircase. That is it for this video. I wanted to kind of just give you a nice little intro of me pulling my stuff out of the garage and fluffing up my trees and sparing you the boringness of watching them being fluffed, but I still wanted to show you the beginnings of my decorating for this season with my entryway. So here's a quick little tour of how my tree and the table and the banister and the little entryway table all turned out. And then I'm also going to show you kind of a clip of how it looks at night when it's a little bit more dark. But I think this area is just beautiful and full of memories, and it just makes me happy as I look at all my decor and all my little things over here that are so sentimental to me. So I hope that you guys have some wonderful sentimental things that you're looking forward to putting out for you and your family to look at this year. If not, consider making some of those memories for your family so that you can put them out over the years to come, because it really is just so sweet to have these things to pull out of your box year after year. But I hope you enjoyed this little tour, and I hope that you guys are doing great with your Christmas decor and all of your planning for the upcoming weeks. And I will see you back here in the next video where I decorate the rest of my house and my living room and everything. I hope that you have a wonderful evening and Merry Christmas. Bye!